And if them here, it's your boy, the Billboard Selector World. Boom! CVM, you see it happen. What more can I do?
People, we now waste no time. It is already episode 2.
So we're back on the road, episode 2. We are headed to High Holborn Street.
Me hear one pressure cooker sing. What's cooking here?
Boy, look like the chef inside is a race key and I hear blending.
There's a great story happening just in our backyard. We are on the Holy Road again.
When I see my problems, I got a feeling this is gonna be my year.
Join us this Sunday, February 2, for the annual Reggae Month Church Service. Fellowship Tabernacle, Pembroke Hall, Kingston, when the Reggae Fraternity comes together for a morning of praise and worship. Join us for a delayed broadcast Sunday, February 2 at 10:30 a.m. right here on CVM TV.
Got a feeling this is gonna be my year.
You can open a Sagicor Bank savings account from anywhere. Go online and open yours today.
The time by Sagicor Bank is
7 o'clock.
Tonight in CVM News at 7, Adventist Union advocates for religious liberty. JCF responds to call for body-worn cameras, and Manchester curfew extended again. In sports, Jamaica trailing Davis Cup qualifier.
Got a feeling this is gonna be my year.
Join us this Sunday, February 2, for the annual Reggae Month Church Service. Fellowship Tabernacle, Pembroke Hall, Kingston, when the Reggae Fraternity comes together for a morning of praise and worship. Join us for a delayed broadcast Sunday, February 2 at 10:30 a.m. right here on CVM TV.
Got a feeling this is gonna be my year.
People, we now waste no time. It is already episode 2.
So we're back on the road, episode 2. We are headed to High Holborn Street.
Me hear one pressure cooker sing. What's cooking
Boy,
here?
look like the chef inside is a race key and I hear blending.
There's a great story happening just in our backyard. We are on the Holy Road again.
When I see my problems.
From Kingston, Jamaica, I am Curlin Brown. Thanks so much for joining us this Saturday, the 1st of February 2025. It's Reggae Month and so much more. Jamaicans for Justice, JFJ, continues to call on the Jamaica Constabulary Force, the JCF, to prioritize the implementation of body-worn cameras, citing concerns with transparency and accountability. Well, the JCF has responded. Britannia Whittle has details on the force's current position.
Advocacy group Jamaicans for Justice has once again called on the Jamaica Constabulary Force, JCF, to implement the widespread use of body-worn cameras for its officers following a series of fatal police shootings in January. The group argues that the cameras are crucial in enhancing transparency and providing vital evidence in investigations.
What the JFJ is calling for is for the utilization and activation of body-worn cameras because it provides for independent account of what may have taken place.
JFJ suggests that the JCF has been lacking initiative in using body-worn cameras, indicating that they have not taken significant steps towards utilizing the technology despite its potential benefit.
The lack of activation of body-worn cameras is simply unacceptable, and the leadership of the Jamaica Constabulary Force must move with haste to remedy this situation. The organization has made it very clear, and I want to reiterate the call that some of the provisions that are in the protocol governing the body-worn cameras, perhaps they need to be included in the Jamaica Constabulary Force Act or be made into a standalone legislation.
However, the JCF has responded to the call, emphasizing the need for strategic planning and adequate investment before the force can fully integrate body-worn cameras. In a statement, the JCF acknowledged that while they are not opposed to the idea, the current logistical challenges of equipping the force's members with the technology needs careful consideration. Currently, the JCF operates with over 8,000 active members, but only 750 body-worn cameras are available for use. The force notes that procurement for additional cameras have commenced and that the current deployment and prioritization strategy remains a primary focus. Britannia Whittle, CVM News.
And still on security matters, the police have extended a curfew in sections of Manchester for another 48 hours as part of efforts to enhance public safety and prevent any uptick of violence in the areas. We go back to Britannia Whittle for that update.
A 48-hour curfew initially imposed in sections of the Manchester Division has been extended for an additional 48 hours. The curfew will remain in effect from Friday, January 31 at 6:45 p.m. until Sunday, February 2 at 6:45 p.m., with varying start and end times for different areas within the division. The curfew will impact several communities across Mandeville, Williamsfield, Porus, and Christiana, with each area subject to different boundaries and time frames. In 2024, Manchester saw a 19% drop in major crimes compared to 2023. Despite this overall decline, the number of murders increased, rising from 44 in 2023 to 50 in 2024. Porus was particularly affected, with 5 murders occurring between September and December. Since then, the Jamaica Constabulary Force has implemented additional curfews in an effort to prevent a reoccurrence of last year's violence. However, it has disrupted worship service for church members.
Our Bible studies is on a Tuesday night, and we are not able to have Bible study in church, as I normally do slides and all of these things for our Bible study. We are not able to do that. We have to be resorting to be doing Bible studies online. We have to be resorting to doing our prayer meetings online. Thank God we have Wednesdays, which are a fasting day, that we can have our fasting in-house. So it has really impacted us.
Despite the disruptions caused by the curfew, Bishop Thompson also praised the police for their efforts.
I commend the police a whole lot on what they're doing. If curfew is going to be in the area, when I call this Porus police station, on the first ring, I am getting an answer. Every time, and it is not like it's happened 3 times, 4 times, every time I call the station to inquire, I'm supposed to be having our members meeting tonight, a curfew on the first ring, I am getting an answer.
During the curfew hours, residents within the affected boundaries are required to remain indoors unless specifically authorized to leave by law enforcement. Britannia Whittle, CVM News.
The Jamaica Union Conference of Seventh-day Adventists stood on its word to host a forum where leaders could discuss religious freedom in Jamaica together. The summit, which featured various religious groups, was also attended by the Prime Minister. Trisha Gay Kelly reports.
members of the Jamaica Union Conference of Seventh-day Adventists, in response to calls from members who say they are not being treated fairly at work due to their beliefs, hosted a summit on Thursday to highlight the challenges expressed by members across the island. Head of the Bustamante Trade Union, Senator Cavan Gale, said there are instances where members of the church miss out on opportunities due to their religious association. This, he says, can lead to them feeling neglected.
Be mindful of the dates when planning meetings or events. So you want to plan the event on a Saturday. Or you want to plan the event on a Sunday when you know that workers have observance elsewhere. It takes nothing to plan the event during work time because it's work related.